Today's topic is extending Azure AI agents with Azure Functions. Yeah, so we already hearding a lot about the Azure AI Foundry and all. So we'll touch upon like how we can extend those services with the functions. Maybe I'll start with my introduction. Then Keval Solanki, I'm a software architect at Tier 2 Every India, based in Pune. I'm a speaker. Ex-Microsoft trainer and a Microsoft certified professional as well, and having like 15 plus years of experience in Microsoft technologies. I work mainly with right now Azure and Microsoft 365 Power Platform, and along with that, I'm right now exploring the AI area as well, and same time community contributor and organizer. Going ahead, actually, I would like to also take a token of appreciation for global Azure community as well as Pune Tech community for organizing and setting the stage for us for this wonderful technical sessions. So thank you for that. With that, I'll give some agenda items. So it would be good, for this session actually, if you know something more about the Azure functions, OpenAI's little bit actually that will help you to understand the concept more in detail. But and also like the which Arun actually session provided. So I also recommend to check first that session, that one. But still, for some of the online audiences and to creating the context, actually, I will touch upon various areas like Azure AI Foundry, AI agents, what is agent services, what are the action tools, and what is the role of Azure functions, and followed by a few demo. And let's see, depending on the time, whether we can cover both demo or single. Yeah. So with that, I'll start my session. Azure AI Foundry. Okay. So Azure AI Foundry is mainly a total ecosystem for developer to create various AI services. Yeah. Formerly, it was AI previously known as Azure AI Studio. Right? What is this platform is about? So it's enterprise grade level platform to serve various AI services where you can explore, build, deploy like different AI models. Example like open AI models like GPT-4, Llama, Hugging Face, and various others. You can fine tune, various things you can integrate as a tool. Yeah. One more advantages of this is like the infrastructure and all the things are managed actually. So it's a completely managed service by MS. Okay. Apart from that, it's giving the various capabilities actually. So it's like the UI first and code first approach that we will see in the next session. But just to see in like visibly how it looks. So this is our AI Foundry portal where you can go to the ai.azure.com. Yeah. Here I created few of the project, but ideally to start with this, what you have to do, you need to create a project when you are over here actually. So there is a one way of working in this Foundry. Yeah. That is associated with the hub. So hub is nothing but like your virtual environment is, or you can say in Azure terms, it's like the resource group where you can manage various all other resources, projects. You can manage all your like infra related stuff. You can do like various management stuff and all. But for this demo, I already created one of the project. Okay, so let's see how it looks when I created the project. From this is my project window, okay, and where you go to the models and endpoints where you can deploy different out of the box model you can fine tune. And for today's demo and session, we have set up two actually models. One is for GPT-4o and another one is GPT-4o. And two more are there, but we'll come to know later. So this is how you can see the AI Foundry looks, where you can see different services. Example, security and safety you can manage. Here is the management centers. So just to give an idea how it looks, Azure AI Foundry, what you can do. Right. All right. Going back. Okay. So this is, you can see this is the management studio where you can set users, like different resources, and your define your quotas, because in models, the quotas and all, costing and all is very important. So you, all those things you can manage over here. Yeah. Okay. Back to this slide. Now, what is AI agent actually? Because here in this session, we are more on that. We will talk about the agents actually. So agent is nothing but, you can say, a very smart microservice. Okay. So that is used actually for various tasks. Yeah, it's independent, autonomous, and we'll see the next advantage of that as well, where you can do like various questions. You can ask the model in a natural language. You can interact with this in a like a very user friendly manner. Yeah, there are like the different workflows, tasks, various, you can say the data sources where you can manage. So all those things is managed using this Azure AI agent. Okay, so this is about main term which we will use. Yeah. So what are the advantages of this agents are like? So as I mentioned, actually it's independent. So it works as in like autonomous manners. Yeah, where you don't need to control it every time it works, and it's interactive. So like for example, you ask some question, it gives the answer, and also based on your previous question, it creating the context. So it stores your, I mean, it remembers and having the memory as well, and it is a task based, or you can say, for example, you assign some task, example, get some information from so and so source, and it will do in a asynchronous manner also without any interruption. So it's a goal where you can define various tasks. So this is a theoretical concept, but we'll see also in a practice how it looks. What are the use cases that we think? So example one is like person assistant, okay, where you can generate your documents, context, arrange emails, okay. Another is like sales agents, say for example, which will create your leads actually, which will schedule an automatic call based on the different, you can say, schedules. Then you can have this developer assistant where it will help to review your code, bug fixing, and various other tasks. Yeah. So on, like there is a customer agent and travel agent. So these are like some of the use cases, just to give you an idea. Yeah. Okay. So how in this Azure AI Foundry and using all those tools, how we will achieve this? So right now, um, or you can say earlier, actually, we used to have this Azure AI services, but now Microsoft also having this Azure AI agent services. Okay, that is still in public preview. Yeah, and so what is that, and what are the, you can say, feature is providing? As I mentioned, it's a service which you can create a UI based agent, okay, or you can go for the code based approach. Yeah. So this is the service where we can, it's providing the complete platform where it is going to integrate various tasks, various models, various, languages, and all together. And currently, this code first approach, you can also go with this Azure AI Foundry. So Azure AI Foundry SDK actually, so that is nothing but earlier we used to have this Azure OpenAI Assistant. So based on that, they have extended, and now they introduce Azure AI Foundry SDK. So if you are going with the code first approach, okay, so that will, you can extend or create your agent based on those SDKs. Okay, but what is the advantage of using that SDK? So earlier, we used to write a lot of code actually, like the client side function calls and everything like that was a lengthy, complex code we need to write. But now with this, actually, you are like piece simple line of code, yeah, and you are done. And what are the other advantages? So like it's a fully managed again, so it will give the flexibility. Yeah, so you don't need to worry about your data security. You don't need to worry about the underlying resources, how it's managed and all. Okay. So those capabilities we can achieve using the Azure AI agent services. Okay. So these are the some of the capabilities we talked about, like the securely managed data. Yeah. Now I'll go with some of the out of the box tools which Azure AI agent service, and let's see how it looks in a practical way. Yeah. So this is our Azure AI portal, and you can see this is the models which we have created. And if you see this agent now, so in this agent tapes, okay, you can create your new agent. Okay, so then example, I have created one sample agent, okay, which is having a unique agent ID. And there are like the different connected resources. We'll come to know how the when you provision, what are the like default services that is provision along with the standard agent and all. Yeah, but just right now, giving an idea like the other capabilities. Here you can see a deployment model. So you can define your out of the model, your fine-tune models, whatever the deployment models that you have created right now for this one. We have provision using this GPT-4o mini deployment models. Okay, you can provide various instructions as well, right? So what your agent is about, what you will do. I mean, what kind of answer is expected into the customer context. Okay, so all those instructions you can provide over here. Now, this is another feature. You can see there is a knowledge actually where you can define your like customized way. Uh, 1 second, I'll go with this one where you can see also this grounding with the Bing search is also enabled. So I just wanted to show you the difference. Like some of the models where you will see, you won't see the data sources available. Some of the sources are only available to those model if you select. So example, GPT-4o, this grounding with the Bing search, you can integrate. So files, AI search, Microsoft Fabric, grounding search, and trigger, all those data sources you can integrate. So example, you are asking a question to the agent and it's not able to answer. So it will go to different sources, okay, and fetch your stuff. Okay, now extending this to the another one. Here is the interesting topic actually, which we are right now main focus is all about today. So you can now extend your agent to do certain tasks as well, like whether it's an independent one, whether it's like the long running task, or custom functions, which is the data is not available on this already trained models. Yeah. So you can extend with code interpreter where you can supply your for example, the files over here. Yeah. Open, Open API you can provide as an source. It will perform its job. Custom functions you can write. Okay. And Azure functions. So right now our goal is to utilize the how you can create agent, how you can call the Azure functions and get your work. Okay, so we'll touch upon this today. Okay, I think there was one question from Shankar. So, Shankar.
Yeah, so okay, so you're on right slide actually. I was about to ask the question. Maybe I would allow you to first explain this, and maybe if still I have a question I would ask. Okay, but it is like that why we need to use AI agent while we have the normal. We could call the OpenAI service via the APIs, right? Why do I need the agent? Okay, please
Yeah.
continue. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. So you can see this is the one of the wonderful capability I would say of this agent, where is the we are having like various tools actually interactions and things. All right. So with this action tools we already talked about, and we have seen in this actually how it looks, what it looks. Okay. So going further, now our area of interest today actually. So Azure Functions, why we are interested in Azure Functions actually. So the main feature of this one is like the Azure agent integration. So now agent is directly talking to the function. Okay. There is a large number of real-time data you can ingest. Okay. And another one is the durable function. So many of you know who are aware about the durable functions. So durable functions in Azure is used for performing the long-running task actually. Yeah. So earlier it was not possible. So now with this durable functions, actually you can extend your agent. It will perform like your task. Like for example, let's say in GitHub, summarize all the issues which were open in like 1 year, for example, or close in 1 year. So that is a long running task which can be performed easily with this orchestration, with this durable function. It is having the wide range of SDK support actually. So OpenAI, SDKs, semantic kernel, LangChain, AutoGen, so all those language options is provided, supported by this Azure function now. And mainly other language actually you can write the code is in .NET, Python, C Sharp, whatever there actually. So there is a wide range of options are there. One more, uh, you can say the advantages if you can see is like the event driven. So why is the Azure functions mainly we have tried them? So it's based on the event. So let's say somebody is calling, or you can say uploading a file into your storage account, and based on that particular event you want to trigger some action. Okay. Say for example something, a new message is received in your service bus and you perform certain action. Somebody is hitting your HTTP endpoint. So all the support of your, you can say the triggers actually, which is supported in Azure functions. Yeah, you can take advantage of those and you can use functions on that. Yeah. Bindings actually, when you say it integrates various sources, various other endpoints, okay, various data sources. So say for example, in our demo, we are using the get weather information, so which is not available example in our model. So what it will do, it will call external APIs, okay. Let's say weather API, it will goes to the weather API, get the data and give it to us. Okay. Another example could be anything like it will go and fetch the data from our SQL database, our Cosmos database. Yeah. So this integration goes on. We talked about durable functions already. Now scalability and flexibility. Okay. Actually, the Azure function is it's serverless already. Yeah. So and also it's managed in Azure. So it's like scalability and is easily achievable. Yeah, you can define your resources and the infrastructure and where it will host, and everything is managed. Yeah, using the as a separate entity for this Azure function. So that is very much beneficial when you are having the load and everything is managed as an independent entity. It's easier to build and deploy. So like same way, like when you deploy your Azure function. So let's say actually this is the Azure functions which we have created for this demo. So you will see it's same like the same like we have to use in a Azure function. Now those are in Azure actually. So monitoring and troubleshooting also can be achieved. Like they are integrated with example the app insights, whatever the task you are doing to troubleshoot and monitor those stuff. Same you can do. And again, handling the identity. So for example, going the code from Azure OpenAI to Azure Functions code. So how the man identity, or you can say the authentication, will work. So that can be also taken care of by the manage identity example. Okay, so that is very much easily integratable and manageable. So these are the various Azure functions advantages, and that's why I also was interested in taking this session. I'm also using this Azure function a lot. Yeah. Now, uh, with that, actually, we'll start with the demo actually, and how actually it will see in action, how you can build your agent, how you can integrate with it. Yeah. So for that, actually, what we will do, we'll start with this AI agent services and see like how actually this will work. Okay. For this demo, we will go with the code first approach. Okay, so everything we have written, it's in a code, right? And the SDK that we are using is Azure Foundry SDK. So as I mentioned, Azure Foundry SDK is also like very much light. Uh, with few lines of code, you can achieve more actually, and it's giving the all sort of capabilities. Yeah, and this will see in this slide. So example in code actually, we are creating the agent. Okay, what we have to do, we have to create a thread. Thread is like nothing but message what we need to provide and all. Then we'll run the agent. Don't worry about this. I mean, the steps now we'll see in action, and then we'll continuously. When you say the check the run status is like, for example, we are sending a message to the Azure function. We'll wait for the Azure function, like what it will return and when it will return. So that will check continuously and will display the responses which we have received from Azure. Okay. Now in this example, actually, say for we are creating this Contoso sales agent. Okay, what it will do actually, so or how we are preparing this agent actually. So we are giving some instructions. So if you remember, we showed the screen actually where you can define your instructions, what this agent is about, what it will do, how it will reply and all. Okay, so these instructions you can define over here, right? And you can define your model. So whether it's like GPT or Llama or DeepSark, whatever. So there are like all the model capabilities you are having. So you can create your agent with those models. You can define your instructions, create your model. Now you define your data actually. So if say for example, customize your data sources actually. If it is Azure AI search, in one of the demo we are using the Azure AI search also. So that will come. Okay, and whether it's a file. Okay, now you extend some of the uh, functionality of this agent with these tools as well. So Azure functions we are extending over here. So in this particular slide we are talking about, so we are creating some thread actually. But here, if you observe, there is Azure Logic apps is also mentioned into the tools. Yeah, so that is also possible where you can call Azure Logic apps. That is still under preview actually. Yeah. So now you are having the agent, you have provided instructions, model, data, and tools. So now let's see how in action actually how it also looks. So say for example, you are creating a thread where user posting a message like tell me the total sales by region. Okay. Here, uh, the agent is such a intelligent that AI, OpenAI agent actually. So it will identify like what I need to do, whether I will be able to find the information or not. If not, then I'll call this tooling actions. Okay, so it will based on the user matter, it intelligently identifies like, okay, I need to call now custom function, which is like example SQL like DB, okay, which is calling and get the information from that and display over here. Okay. Another example, so user example posting a message like show me a pie chart. Okay, again it tries to find out nothing is written, then it goes to the code interpreter. So okay, so yeah, for example. this one, your data sources are there. Now here, if you see, I have integrated few of the functions as well in action. Yeah. So let's say this is the sales department going in, go call this Azure function. So this one. Okay. And example, right now I have not integrated this code interpreter, but based on the user message, the model will identify automatically, and it also calls this code interpreter, create the message and give the pie chart to the user. So everything what you see is possible using the programmatically in a code. Okay. So with this, I would like to touch upon now my actual demo, yeah, which I'm going to present to you, where I'm calling the Azure function. So what is the goal of this demo actually? I'm having one of the, say for example, the client application, which is calling one of my Azure function. Okay. Azure function, what I'm doing actually, I'm creating the agent dynamically. Okay. With this agent actually, I am sending some message or doing also the orchestration actually of Azure functions. Okay. Don't worry also, right now we'll see also in action. So we are doing the orchestration of Azure function. So what is the orchestration of what I am doing actually? So whenever there is a message from the user, and if it is contains the information like weather information for particular location, so it will bifurcate that location. Okay, send it to the storage queue. So I hope you know like Azure storage queue. Yeah, it will pass the message to the storage queue. And one more Azure function we have written. What it will do, it is continuously listening to this storage queue. Yeah, so the incoming of this trigger point we have managed as an storage queue. Okay, so whenever the message is received, it will automatically might be called, for example, the external APIs. But for this demo, we are hard coding the values, and I mean just passing as an uh, constant message. Okay, but you can extend, for example, creating the so and so logic as per your requirement. Now the get information it will fetch, sorry, get weather information it will fetch, and now what it will do, it will set the message to the storage queue. Okay. So why storage queue? Because while orchestrating this Azure functions over here in OpenAI, we have set as an consuming the queue messages from this guy. Okay. So this function get weather send the message to this outgoing storage queue. This is now continuously listening to this one and will get the weather information over here, and that will ultimately pass to this function and it will return to the client. Okay, so do you see the actually the value over here? Like, I mean, this is like the sample structure, but you can extend or you can create as per requirement of various other use cases as well. Yeah, but just to show you the capability of this particular demo, let's see in action. Now, okay, before I jump into the code part, I would like to touch upon this. What is the agent setup we have done actually? So this is a standard agent setup we have done actually. And so this is my hub. Okay, inside the hub, I'm having this project. Yeah. In a standard agent, when you are provisioning the project, actually, it will provision all those four resources for you. So storage account is already created, AI services, AI search, and resources already created. So now I will use this Azure AI Agent Service SDK where I will call this Azure AI services. Okay. But going back to this resources actually. So this is my one of the resource group. Okay. So you can see where I have created one more storage account where I'm consuming the input and output queues. Okay. This is my Azure AI project. Okay. This is my hub. And you can see this is the search service is already provisioned with that. Keyword is also provisioned with that. Okay. And okay, along with that, application is also I have created. just to troubleshooting and logging purpose. Now everything is managed with this identity, manage identity. Yeah. So authentication is managing with manage identity. Okay. Sorry, I'm not going into much detail about this, but this is just to creating the context. Yeah. So now we are having and we are good to go for this demo in a code. So let's see in action. I hope this is I know it's a bit technical, more on the Azure side, but I'll try to explain as much simple as possible. So let's see. As I mentioned, I am having these two functions. Okay? This one and this one. Okay. So let's see. First prompt function. Okay. So what I have written, and for this actually I'm using the Python. And please note this demo actually I took from the one of the Microsoft Reactor session actually. So the reason is that same you can try and bring out the your R&D on this actually. So that is the purpose also. So now what I'm doing in this function actually, if you observe, first of all, I'm creating the agent actually uh, and client. Okay. So this is initializing the client. So step number one, creating a project client. So here you can see I'm already using the SDK called Azure AI projects. Identity is managed using Azure.identity. These are some of the packages that you need to install while you are working with the Azure SDKs and with Python APIs and Azure Functions as well. For Azure Functions, we are using this Azure.functions. Okay. Now, step number one, create a project client using the connection string of this project actually. So project connection string is nothing but this one. Like when you go to your projects actually, okay, okay, sorry. So you go to your project and you get your connection string. So connection string will be provided when you are creating the project. Okay. So that connection string you need to provide and the sample connection string I'll show you. Okay. So this is my project connection string, right? Now with this actually, so you can see you just simply provide your default credential, you provide your connection string, and you are done. So your project client is created. Now you're creating your agent. Okay. So how will you create the agent? As I mentioned, you need to define your model. Okay. So for this demo, I'm creating GPT-4o model, which is this one. Okay. And I'm creating my agent using different instructions. So this is one of the sample instructions we have provided. Now the important part for Azure function is over here. So this is the orchestration where you can define your Azure function code wise. Okay. And currently, when you're creating the agent, actually, you cannot create Azure function from UI. So there is only the way where you can create the agent is from code actually. Integrate the code. I mean Azure function only with the code. Yeah, you can see even for Azure custom functions as well. Okay. Now, so this is the orchestration. So what is this Azure functions we are doing? We have provided like what is the function name is there and how it will take the parameters. Okay, what information it requires. So input and output boundings we have provided over here. So what is the input from where it will consume? Okay, so this one. Okay, get weather and what will be the output where it will return the response. Now our agent is created. Now we are creating a thread actually. So these are all the steps that we need to follow, like when we are creating the agent. So we need to create a thread. Okay. So thread is nothing but like the conversation. Okay. The message that we are providing to the agent. So now the thread is created. Okay. Coming back to this code actually. Now we are sending the prompt or the query which is asked by the agent to this uh, sorry, the information which is which we have asked in API, we are sending a message to the agent actually. And you can see here we are providing also the user role as user. Okay. Next is when you are done with creating your message, okay, you create a run. So you giving the instructions now to Azure AI actually. Okay, this person. Okay, orchestration is done. Now we are sending this message. Okay, so get weather information, for example, for Pune. Okay, this will wait for the entire run to be completed. Okay, it continuously check whether your task is done, whether your function run is done. Once you are done, actually, so I'm going with this now, this particular call actually, okay, where we are calling this get weather. So get weather here, what we are doing actually, we are consuming that message. Okay, and what I'm doing, I'm just right now I'm hard coding the values actually. So weather is 31 degrees and cloudy, for example, the location parameter that we have received from the message. Okay, I'm just returning as an output queue. Okay, and this guy actually continuously listening. Where is that? One second. Yeah, here. This is continuously listening that particular whether it's in completed or not. So once get is completed actually over here, run status. Okay, it will process the message like the last message. Okay, from here. So now this portion is completed, it will ask like what is my last message is there from the agent. So whatever the agent last message is that we are printing that message, and you can see we are checking the assistant, so the response from the agent. Okay, and finally we are deleting the agent. Okay, let's see in action actually. So for this demo, actually, we have created this HTTP API, and you see the beauty of this one. Actually, we are running in a VS Code. We have set up the directly connectivity to the actual model that we have supported. Okay, and we are defining our custom endpoint over here in Python. Okay, so what it will do when I run to running this actually. Sorry about this. Okay, just a second. I need to restart this. Okay, Smita, just to know, I hope we are still on time, right? So 5 minutes?
Yes, yes, take your time.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so you can see now I'm debugging from my local machine. Okay, what input I'm providing, so what is the weather in Pune, India. Okay, so let's see what it's doing actually. So it handle and touch upon this function app. Okay, so here you can see we are initializing every things, creating the project client and all, right? Orchestrating the agents with the model and the functions. Okay, so I'll be quick one now. Here everything is provided now. I'll just press the F5 now. Second. Okay, so you can see now the agent is created. Okay, I'm creating a thread now. Okay, now the message part. Okay, so you see, and you can check also the parameter which we are passing. This is the beauty when we are doing the debugging and local. Okay, so this is a prompt that we are passing to the agent. Okay, now it's creating the run. Okay, so when we create the run, what will happen actually? So when we are creating the run, actually, it will goes and in this queue actually. Okay, it will pass the message to the storage, and from this storage actually you can see the now the next function which is for get weather is called, and we got the receiver over here. Okay, so once we got the handling over here, what is doing actually, you can see the message portion actually, the location message actually, it is extracted automatically from the Azure AI function. So you see, I mean, we are providing the message, it is automatically extracting the information and giving to this function. Now this function will do its duty. Okay, put the message to the output queue and send it back. So now once the message is received from this guy actually, the again it will return to the agent. So let's see our agent status continuously, it's monitoring over here. Okay, so you see now the run status is continuously monitoring. Still here showing is the run status as in not completed. So once that is completed, okay, now you see run status is completed. Okay, and here we'll retrieve the last message. Okay, and let's see, we'll print that directly now. Okay. So here is the last message. You can see the current weather in Pune, India is 31 degree. And one more thing, just to know, we have written the information like this, weather is 31 degrees and cloudy. But did you see the difference? When we are getting the response, actually, it's intelligently, composing the message also in a different format. You can see the current weather in Pune is like this. So that is also, orchestrating its message from the agent. Yeah. So you can see earlier we used to have only two agents, but now see, you will see the third agent as well. Yeah. Here, yeah, that we have provision from the code that is visible over here. You can also the threads as well, like the what is the thread we have created. Just a second. Yeah, over here, right? Yeah, so you can see these are the threads which we have created and interacting. So everything is like dynamic. Now our job is done, so we are deleting our agent actually. Okay. And in Visual Studio Code also you can see the response that we have received over here that we are printing. Okay. Now if you go back again to the agent, if I refresh again, you will see only two agents. Yeah, which we have provisioned earlier. And just to show the one more agent actually we have not deleted actually, so that is visible. With the tool set as an option is Azure function and various other custom functions I have provided. This is just to show you like how actually it works. And so this is a complete demo, like how you can utilize. And this is a simple things you can extend as per your requirement. Now, going ahead, actually, I'm having one more quick demo actually. So if we are having like time, Smita, 2 more minutes.
Yes, take your time. No hurry.
Okay, thank you. So what another example? Sorry, I mean this is also a bit technical, but example there is a one, and this will be done in 2 minutes. So example, one of the person is asking the question actually, which is not available in like any of the source. So what it's doing actually, it goes to our Azure API and Azure Open AI, Azure AI search service as well. Yeah. So what is the purpose? Example, some of the documents is uploaded continuously. Say for example, your organization is uploading the continuously data, and this is the AI search service which is indexing those data. Okay, and that is the trigger point. Okay, where you can indexing new documents each day. Okay, and get the result in your AI services. Okay. For that, actually, I have created this video demo. The code is also working, but just to save the time now, yeah, you can see we have created this two models now, chat and embeddings. Okay, so chat is used for the interaction while we are doing this uh, user context and getting the user inputs. Okay, another is embedding. So embedding is used for, if there is a new source is there, new documents is there, if we need to upload and we need to index actually. So what we need to do? So for that we are using this embedding model. Okay, so if I go and onto this chat version, so here for example we are asking like what is the part number one, say for example what is the part number is 1055 is about, so it will return the message like there is no such information is available. Okay, so this is the UI part. Okay, now let's see the code part, how we have achieved this. If some information is not available, I need to fetch it. Okay, so here in this one actually we have created two functions actually. One is prompting the file, like asking the data, like what is the, say for example what is the part number is about. Yeah, so let's see when this function is calling what we'll getting as an output. Okay, so you see same in a UI part which we have shown for another example. Here we have taken the part number. So you see it says that I don't know the information about this guy which you are asking. Okay, so next what we are doing actually. Okay, we have one more ingest file actually. So what is doing actually? We are ingesting those data into this embedding AI search services. Okay, this one. So say for example, this we have put as an JSON file. Okay, this is information with text title, and that we are sending to the search service. Okay, now this is already consumed and search service started its indexing and all. Now next time when we ask about this prompt file actually. Okay, so let's see. This is a prompt we have done. We have this calling this function, and what is doing now, it's giving the answer as part number. This is about the car engine which we have provided. Okay, and if you see this in also in UI side actually, just wanted to touch. So this is our search services which we have created, and where indexing is created, where I'm searching for this our part number. Okay, it returned with the result over here. Okay, I think I need to refresh this. So went back. And now when you are searching, it will return the result. Yeah. Okay. So see, this is how it's about. I mean, there is like lot of capabilities, integrations you can achieve as per your requirement. And I hope now you got an idea about how you can integrate. I know it's a bit technical and things, but yeah. Uh, these are the references and the resources which I have used for this session. I'll also paste it in the chat window as well. But thank you. With that, actually, I'm done with my session. Over to you. And if you are having any question, yeah, please feel free.
Thanks so much, Kavil. It was actually really nice session. Again, we want to try the
To absorb.
codes. No, it's absurd. You explained it very well. Okay, so we just want to try the technical coding part. So can you please send the URLs which you mentioned from where you took this as a function about, or
Yes,
if you
yes,
have the GitHub repository, yeah, please help us with that.
yes. I have all the details here. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. I think there is not much question, but yeah, I hope try to do some justification to the session. Thank you very much. Smita, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your valuable session and sharing all the information with us. It was really very informative. Thank you, we really appreciate it.
Thanks, Smita.
So with that, we would like to inform you this was our